Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Winnie.
Okay,
Morning.
thank you. Bye. Morning. So, good morning to everyone. So, we will start our webinar today. So, thank you for your time to join our webinar today. And then my name is Winnie. I'm from Inside Sales. And beside that, we have sales team, Lina and Fatin. And for our marketing team, there is Fifi and Natasha. So for your information, our training has been recorded and we will share the video by email after the training. So for our topic today is the IPCOM switch model update. Well, let me start right now. And if you have any question, you can drop the message in our chat room. So we will try our best to answer you as soon as possible. So let me to invite our presenter, Mr. YY Tan, and he is the very experienced and it's more than 5 year experience for this industry. So I pass the section to our presenter today. YY, are you there?
Hi, morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning,
Yeah, morning.
Winnie. Chinese New
Yeah.
Year coming.
Yeah, 恭喜发财，红包拿来。
Hope everybody's still active, still healthy.
Yeah, of course.
The rest all so quiet today.
Yes, but I believe it's a holiday mood already.
Any response from other attendants?
Yeah, anyone?
Any response? So quiet there today.
Never mind lah. You can start lah.
Okay,
Mm,
keep the joke aside lah.
yeah. Yeah, I believe got person to join us.
Alright, this one there.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. So everybody can see this presentation.
Yes, can.
Okay, so we're loud and clear.
Yes.
Okay, actually I'm Wai Tan. I'm actually for IPCOM Malaysia. Basically, we are in charge for the full networking solution lah. So based for today, basically the first month of the year. So basically we update you guys on what the switches model we have right now and what is it able to do. What actually function is they have additional function where our other the competitor don't have, and then coming soon what is. And at the end, they're coming soon. What's we plan for the year lah, ahead lah. So good news, we are here. Basically, we will plan for a 2.5G network as well, and we'll go forward more solution towards a higher range, and then for even more SFP count switches as well lah. So this is as per Winnie and the team required. So we will fulfill your wishes. We provide you with the new models lah. And then we will go through one by one. This one all the models available and the future incoming one as well lah. Okay, Winnie.
Okay.
So we'll go first for the Gigabit Switch lah. So Gigabit, this is the managed switches. So we will basically this one is simple one. We have managed and the managed 10G uplinks lah. Basically simple one. Left is basically the normal 8 port and the right is the 24 ports. And as for the bottom, the 10G uplink we only offer in 24 lah. So this will be the models lah. So for the manage, we do have in layer 2 and layer 3 forms as well lah. So as for the differences for the layer 3 and between the layer 2 and layer 3, we will go through one round after we go through all the switches lah. Then unmanaged, simple, we have from 5 port up to 24 lah. So 5, 8, 16, 24 lah. No need to worry. This one, Winnie will share out the presentation slide with you guys. So basically, you can go through again. No issue. So basically, this one is we do the training based on today on the verbal presentation first lah. And as for the PoE, then we have the managed and unmanaged. So this is under the gigabit one first. Okay. So same thing for managed, we have 8 and 24. So the additional, right now, let's say 8 port, why is it is 5310? Because this we actually design it as a 10 port. We have two uplink ports. That means 8 PoE ports and one RJ45 one uplink and another additional one SFP for your uplink. Then even for the 24 port, actually why we put it as the model number 5328. Actually the 28 stand for the 28 ports lah. So the 28 don't share when there's no sharing. So basically it's a 24 RJ45 and 4 SFP. And they don't share for the 4 ports. So you don't need to sacrifice the port count. So basically actually we are selling it is at 28 ports lah. So as for unmanaged, so the top 3 will be the 5 and 8 and this one the 8 port. And as for the special case on the left hand side one, the G1105PD is actually is an oddball or is like oddball of this model lah. Because actually this one is they don't power up by your wall outlet one. It's actually for our internally basically we call it a PoE extender lah. Because you power up this switch using a PoE switch and you extend the line up to the additional 100 meters with the switch without the use of AC outlet. And you can power up your camera or your AP as well. So after we'll go through introduction of these devices and stay tuned as well. This one we have a good news, a promotion for this model today.
Yes.
Alright,
Stay
Winnie?
tuned. Yes.
And as for the bottom, the 24 port, this 16 and 24 one, this one we don't officially bring in yet. Then if we have a demand, then we will bring in this model. And next one, this one we have actually we do carry a lot of the CCTV use switches lah. So actually this one 100 base one actually we designed for CCTV use. Then as for the 100 base, this one we will design all the uplink port, all is gigabit. So it's simple. Here for the managed we have 16 and 24. Unmanaged we from 5, 8, 16 and 24 lah. So this will be the product matrix. So basically we've already segregated out the 4, 8, 16, 24 lah. So based on the standards lah. So the top part will be the unmanaged switches. Then we have layer 2. Then we have layer 3. Then lastly is the layer 3 with the 10G uplinks lah. And as for PoE, then we have this under the top part will be the gigabit one and bottom will be the CCTV use one lah. So the circle one is actually all it is a managed switches lah. Then later we will this one at the end also we will just show you what will make the difference for the CCTV use switches. What's the difference between the unmanaged and managed as well lah. Okay, simple. This one we will go through one round first for the 10 gigabit switches. Got any question you can raise out anytime,
So far is no question.
Okay. Today, please we try to be like active. We basically talk like today we don't say like presentation lah. We do like discussion. I think. Got anything question you can straight away ask. Maybe Winnie will just bring out the question and we will try to answer the thing as fast as possible and as accurate as possible as you want lah.
Yes.
Then for this one, the 10 gig one, what actually you see the different, the model almost the same. What is actually the difference there? The difference actually one is the standard 10 gig uplink ports and the top one is actually a stacking switch. The top actually you can do a stacking up to 6 switches. So bottom one is the normal, the standard 10 gig uplink switches as like your normal gigabit switch. So as for the 10 gig uplink, actually we have in stock right now. And if you got any you want to test, basically you can request for Mini as well.
Can.
And lastly, next is actually our Gigabit managed switches. So we have in 8 port and 24 port. This configuration lah. So this one basically what makes we sell it basically more ports. The form like this 5312 is actually 12 port. It's actually 8 plus 2 plus 2. Or it's 12 independent ports one there. Then as for this one, the bottom 28 is actually 24 plus 4 lah. So what makes the thing different is actually we use the latest chipset basically for all these switches. So for this managed switches, non-PoE one, basically we try to be fanless. So when it's fanless, so basically it's silent, then the fan doesn't blow, basically doesn't suck in the air. And then basically you don't suck in all the dust as well. So the dust don't build up in the device lah. Then as for this IPCOM, so all our IPCOM devices which have the RJ45 port all come with lightning protection. Right? All lightning protections is standard all across the range, inclusive of the switches, Wi-Fi AP, or the point-to-point selection. All basically we have lah. Next one, actually, this is a layer 2 switch lah. So layer 2 simply is basically the number will be 3000 series. So this will actually reduce function from the layer 3 lah. So after we will go to basically we go to what's make the difference between a layer 2 and a layer 3 as well. So this is the table for all the features, function features, and the port count. So then this one I will share out for you, basically for your reference lah. Next will be we start from the PoE switches for the CCTVs lah. So basically this we have the in 6 port form. Basically it's actually a 4 port PoE, and then there's this 8 port PoE, and then we created is a 10 port model. So this is actually we create all both with got 2 uplinks lah. And the additional function for all the CCTV build switches, as you can power up the devices up to 250 meters lah. Same thing as well, we have the same configuration, just a bit more port count lah. And it is 16 and 24 port as well lah. So for this, we have additional features on the unmanaged one where you can do your power extend, then you can do a power priority to the first 8 ports, and somehow you can do a set of VLAN basically without manually configuring the device. So how the VLAN works is all the port basically all the PoE port doesn't talk to the neighbor. They don't talk to each other. They only talk to basically you can access all the PoE port through the uplink ports only. Next one is this on the Web Smart. So this will be the managed switch form of the CCTV one, the 100 base one lah. So from here you have basically better management of your ports. So you can set all the port individually, and you can do a VLAN tagging. Will be much easier from here lah. So here you have more management controls lah for device. Lastly, this one is the layer 3 managed PoE switch. So this is a gigabit one. So most of you guys will be using this more in your projects lah. So basically this one we only bring in the higher power model. So like 8 port is 150 and 24 is a 400 watts model lah. So this all come with the standard layer 2 and layer 3 features all. So they can do basically static routing, all the VLAN tagging, and then you can configure all the PoE power as well lah. So this will be the table. This is the spec sheet table. So basically this one we will share with you guys. Next thing, this the oddball of the switches we have on offer today. So basically, this one is, as I said, PD is what we call powered device lah, PoE device lah. So this switch actually is powered from your PoE switch. So how it works is, let's say you have a network, you want to extend, you have this cable, you want gigabit speed, then you want gigabit PoE. Now your device is like 150 meter, 180 meter, or maybe 110 meter. But because you know the limitation of the cable is 100 meters only. So usually, how you want to avoid, basically, then you don't have this AC outlet on the other end, then to extend. So how you want to solve this issue? So basically, we have this product. So what they call is this G1105PD. So this one you put in between your PoE switch and your AP or your camera lah. So this will actually extend your cable length, basically, and then to maximize the gigabit speed, and then somehow you can tap the power from the PoE, and then basically to extend it to longer, and then you can, from one port, you can extend another 4 port out lah. And this one, at the end, we have this application, the use case for this device. So easier for you guys to imagine later. So this is a spec sheet for this CDPO switch. After this one, we will share as well. All right. So as we talked just now, we have this layer 2 switches model and layer 3 switches model lah. So far, okay, everybody? Semua okay?
Any question?
Any question? Or so far, sampai sudah tidur.
Very quiet lah today.
Today macam tak aktif aja semua.
Never mind. Maybe you can continue. If let's say got any question.
This one layer 2 and layer 3. Okay, now we go. Maybe we need to go faster there. Okay, what's the difference between layer 2 and layer 3 switches? Simple is this layer 2 switch is our this one series here is the G33 series lah. So 33XX. So 3310 is 8 port, 3328 is 24 ports. And layer 3, 53 lah. Basically 5000 series lah, so easier to remember lah. Okay. Actually, the simple one based on this table, actually what you actually see the difference. Winnie, got see any difference here between the two tables?
Sorry, come again?
Between these two tables, you got see any difference?
Of course. So the one is layer 2 and layer 3 lah. Of course, got different lah.
Simple term, actually, basically layer 2 is one level lower lah. Then layer 3 is one level higher. So basically, simple term, actually you look at the function only lah. Layer 3, you have this routing function.
Yes, correct.
And the routing function usually used on the core switch. This is where L3 switch usually what we call is a core switch.
Correct.
Then you have more features. Basically, you can change the IP, then you can do the static routing, and without going to your router lah.
Correct.
Okay, simple terms, we do one table. So basically, the simplest thing that what makes the L3 and L2 different is on these 3 items only. Because your layer 3 can do static routing, where your layer 2 cannot, VLAN routing, and DHCP server. So static routing, DHCP server, these 3 all interconnect to be basically used in the core switch functions lah. So for any question until here?
So quiet, no question.
Quiet.
You can be continued. I think most important is the PoE switch, and the layer 3 switch is mostly the hot selling product.
Actually, we for for PoE switch, we try to carry in layer 3 only. I try not to carry in the layer 2 because it basically become redundant.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically the price is more or less because last time we do carry the layer 2 switch.
Mm-hmm.
So when we bring in the layer 3, we match the price based on layer 2. So right now actually I'm selling basically what we are selling is layer 3 switch as a layer 2 price, you see. So actually you get more bang per buck for what you're getting right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying at a layer 2 price, but we are giving you a layer 3 function all in basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but mostly now they have a lot of the inquiry that is a stacking switch. But I think maybe there is no any coming stacking switch, is it?
Stacking switch, yes, we have just now. This one, the EXI,
EXI.
but this one you need to place order by lead time.
That's why.
This one need to by lead time
Mm-hmm.
because we don't keep too many stock around here.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a very very hot item in other region.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a basically is a low volume production.
The mostly will be requested by the what is called the tenders of the projects.
For tender project, basically
Mm.
you can tell us, so we do a forecast. So
Mm-hmm.
when we let's say you have a forecast, when you have the forecast,
Mm-hmm.
then we will keep the stock in our factory there, get the
Mm-hmm.
thing ready.
Yeah.
Your order, once you win the tender, then we'll bring in immediately lah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
from the next shipment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So far, any question? No, no answer. Now why? Bye you can continue.
Okay, this one, why you need to use layer 3 routing? A lot of people ask, I buy layer 3 switch, I buy layer, why not I buy layer 2? Actually can one, but actually we offer in layer 3 already, just you don't set the layer 3 routing, then basically you can use like a layer 2 lah. So the layer 3 routing is actually where actually you use the switch itself to take over the job from the router. Imagine, let's say that right now you got many. Let's say you're in a small office, two switch, then no issue. Right now, let's say you imagine right now you're in like a factory. Then your factory you got 3 blocks. Now you got 3 blocks. Then you got more. You got 20, 30 switches. You got a few thousand, a few hundred, few this one employees, few thousand workers. They need to use the internet. They use to use the network to access all their data, then get the work done. Basically, they need to use their servers data. So basically, you imagine, let's say if I deploy a layer 2, so your router in your whole organization, you only have one router. Where will your router be? Usually your router will be at your main, basically your main building, your main office, your main administration office. So imagine, let's say you have a factory where it's basically a few acres. So you lay a cable like a few 100 meters, or maybe 1 2,000, maybe 1 2 km away. Imagine, let's say from block A, I need to talk to the computer in a block B, or maybe block C. So basically, I need to my data to go back to the router first. Let's say on another block. So basically, the data need to travel back to the router. Then only the router will route the data back to the destination, maybe in block B, which is maybe 1 km away. So when we are talking, let's say your data is moving in a few 100 meters, a few 1 2 km, basically you can feel the lagging. You can feel your 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 responsiveness on network. Maybe we'll be starting getting slower and slower lah. Now because this is a big network. So imagine lah, like simple terms lah. Imagine lah, like let's say now you are how to say, you're from let's say you're in Cheras. Then from Cheras you want to go to Klang. How you go to Klang, Winnie? Let's say you're from Cheras.
I'm not sure.
Simple lah, simple term. Winnie, you're in Puchong.
Highway lor.
Puchong, Puchong. How you want to go to Klang?
I don't know. By ways, use ways.
No, you use which highway?
I don't know because
Simple.
I'm not.
Okay, simple term is
Uh,
you need to go. You need to drive up to the federal highway. Basically
correct.
up to basically we say the Kelana Jaya there lah. You say the
Mm,
Motor Road lah there lah.
mm.
Then basically you the Kelana Jaya there, then only you can turn to Klang, correct or not?
Yes. Mm.
So imagine that your router is actually in PJ. So you need to drive to PJ first, then only you
Mm-hmm.
can go to Klang now.
Correct.
Instead of you, let's say you take the South Highway, basically you take the South Highway straight away go Klang.
I'm not sure.
You get it. You
I
basically you
get
get
it. I get it. I get it.
hopefully the other attendees will understand a bit the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea actually is like this. So the layer 3, basically you position the layer 3 itself, right in the basically in the middle, basically in the department itself. So basically your traffic actually you don't need to go back to the router. No? So or imagine the router itself basically where the router actually in chaos center. So let's say like Winnie in Puchong, she want to go to Klang,
Mm.
So why she need to go back to the router in this new center there in chaos
Data
center there,
center. Uh-huh.
then only come back down to Klang. So she basically will take her time.
Yes.
So instead of that, why not we put this layer 3 switch? Basically, we say we put a layer 3 switch near this Sunway there. So basically Sunway there basically become your router lah.
Means
So
like
from there,
managed by cloud lah.
basically like Winnie, basically you take a shortcut. Basically she got LDP, Puchong, go to Sunway, then turn straight away, go to Federal Highway, then masuk go to Klang ni. So basically any traffic, because she want to go to Klang, she need to get something from Klang. Then from Klang come back to Puchong. So basically what she do is she don't need to go to this KL Central because the KL Central is the router. So basically you bypass her, basically you no need to travel up, then go back up, then come down again. So basically you straight go to the destination itself. So this is where the layer 3 function routing come in. Basically what we call is like basically is either is you can call a core switch or you can call this inter-department switch.
Means like managed by cloud lah, correct or not?
No need managed by cloud. Actually, is managed by itself. Basically, what you need to do is you do a static routing. Basically, the switch will recognize each department, and the switch itself basically will do the routing instead of the router. And as for the traffic to the internet, let's say like Winnie, you want to go to Ipoh, you need to go to New Central one, cannot run away. So basically you need to go up, then from there the router go out to the outside world, basically out of Selangor. So for like inter travel, I mean inter-department lah, let's say interstate, because you're not going into out nice. So you can basically speed up the transmission process lah.
Okay, can. So the next page, yeah.
So basically, really you get the idea. So next time you can train Fifi and other attendees as well.
Sure. Okay.
So this is where we will do a proposal on how to set up the managed switch topology lah. So basically where you put your devices. So the top one is, let's say this core layer is a core switch. So the core switch itself basically below the gateway or basically below the router. Basically we will put the 10 gig uplink switches lah for you to get the increased performance lah. And for the stacking, actually is because you can stack it, you can convert from 24 become 48, 72 or 102 port switches lah. Then down there for the converged layer, it actually is your core, basically is the inter-department switches lah. So basically like inter-block switches. So from here actually you can do the static routing for them to talk to each other already lah. So this is where the dots come in, basically from left to right lah. Then only that the last part is actually the edge switch, or we call it access layer, or basically we call edge switch. So this will directly connect to your Wi-Fi AP or to your computer itself. So at the edge, basically, we'll talk to the clients already lah. So to connect the clients back to the backbone of the network lah. So far, is it all okay here?
Yes. Can
Yeah.
continue. Can continue. Yes.
So as for this one, what makes us different? Okay, what feature we put in the switches that other people maybe might have, other people don't have. Then this what makes it different. So for here, we have this one this our managed switches. So for this one, the higher range one, basically our L3 switches, basically we do have this one function inside. Basically the new function is called LAN visualization. Okay, how this thing supposed to work is basically these switches all right now, all the latest networking devices, they support this protocol we call LDP lah. This basically we call the link layer discovery protocol. So what it does actually is try to discover, basically try to detect what devices is actually connected to the switch. And basically even from your back end, basically you connect back to the core switch or connect back to the AP or the edge device like your computer. AP basically you can detect lah. And whoever connect to the AP itself, they will try to map it out. So from here itself, you see on the picture itself, the switch basically you can know who is connected to who, and how they are connected, and what is the IP address, actually what devices is connected to the port. And from here, actually you can know, let's say you got the camera on your AP, is it active? Is it power up? Or is it power already down? So based on that, actually you can even power up and power down the devices itself. Let's say like your AP already hang. So basically you can power up down cycle to basically restart the AP lah. Then next one, actually this slowly becoming a common feature. So basically we can cloud manage the device already lah. So we can cloud manage our switches. This is only applicable for the managed switches, where it is a L3 and L2 only lah. So here, basically you can connect for the cloud to the switches. Then from there, basically you can configure and manage all the devices through the cloud, the web interface, and also through the mobile phone application as well lah. So basically we have two platforms for you. Basically your cloud to talk to the switch, and the cloud actually basically will show you the UI, the web UI, and then they'll talk to your mobile phone apps as well lah. So for you easily can manage the devices basically from anywhere remotely lah. So basically you don't need to be on site, or maybe if you don't, then you don't need even do the port forwarding, all these things already. So basically you can manage through one single interface only lah. Semua okay ah?
Yeah, can continue. Yes.
Okay, so next thing, this one just now we thought we have this unmanaged Puree switch. So this is additional features we built in, really big into the unmanaged switch to make it to have the managed switch functions, some of the functions. So for the smaller switch like this 4-port PoE, so we do have the switch actually at the back of the device itself. This one they act as an extend mode lah. So from here actually you can extend the power up to the 250 meters lah. Then let's say like this 8-port one, we have the VLAN lah. So because you got more ports to play with. So VLAN actually used for you to isolate the 1 to 8 only lah. So from the 1 to 8, they don't talk to each other. So the traffic won't get out from there lah. So basically you smoothen out the traffic. So they only talk to the uplink ports lah. And lastly, let's say for bigger switches, we have the priority. So basically priority one is you can manage the power, basically prioritize the first 8 ports. So in case you overuse the power budget from the PoE switch, basically you prioritize to keep the first 8 port alive lah. Then basically you down the last port, basically low priority port at the back lah. But I don't think based on the power budget we given, I don't think we can use up finish all the power one lah. So this is actually how the extension works. Okay, actually you just this switcher, you extend the 250 meters. So how you do is actually you just push the switch on the side of the switch there, 1 liter switch there, you push to extend. So basically you will set the mode for you to power up your device up to the 250 meters. So by power up the device to a longer range, actually you sacrifice your speed from 100 meg to up to 10 megs which is good enough for camera use But we don't recommend for APs So if you need to use for AP, and then you basically what I recommend is you use the G1105PD That will be a better option actually. So the next one actually just now we did talk about this managed switch for the CDV and the unmanaged. So unmanaged you have the switch You can manually basically one button push because you don't have the web UI to manage. Then when we come to when you have the web UI, basically the managed switch, so basically you can control individually ports individually One can do extend, one cannot do the extend. SBD, got any question?
So far, no.
Yeah.
No. So far, no. No question.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
So basically the managed switch, basically you can manage the port individually Let's say port 1 extend, port 2 no extend, port 3 extend. So basically for those out of range devices, basically you can extend the range itself And lastly, this one, just now we do talk about this 1105 PD. Okay, so how you use the device. So same thing as now, we talked just now, one PoE to power up the device. So this device will draw a maximum of 30 watts from your main PoE switch. So from there, actually, you power up your device. Basically, each port can go up to maximum 15 watt only. Basically, your power out is actually 15 watt from each port. So when you draw 30 from your main, basically it itself will consume 3 watts So you left 27 watt as a power budget So in case you are running with 5 watt, 6 watt or 7 watts devices, you can plug all the 4 ports you can use up all So this is actually how you use the thing So let's say just like how you say, you need to extend the network. You need to extend, maybe you say you need to fix a camera or maybe fix a AP more than 100 meters. So how you extend? Because you don't have AC power outlet. Maybe you don't want to extend the AC power, but you have is your different network cable. So what you do is actually you just place the 1105 PD in the middle for you to power up your APs or your camera and still able to enjoy the gigabit speed Because it can act like a repeater or act like extender Next thing as well, this one, I think you guys use a lot like at home you use a lot of this power socket DVD you got use this one the power socket, this one the extend one 1 to 4, 1 to 3 or maybe 1 to 6.
Yeah, using power socket.
So actually this you can also use like this power socket thing So let's say one port, you got one port until there. Then suddenly there's 2 or 3 devices at the end point there. Right now, so how you want to you don't have an AC outlet. So simple one, you can use this 105 PD to power up multiple devices You extend from the main switch, then you can power up to 4 Then lastly, let's say same thing as well. Just now we talk power up device Right now is let's say you have a building 200 meter away. Then you don't have the budget. But then you want gigabit speed, you want high speed, then you want to lay the cable. But problem is your cable only can go up to 100 meter. Same thing as well. Actually, you can just get a Poe injector. Then from the core switch to the edge switch, basically you can just use a Poe injector to power up the G1105PD at the middle lah. So this one basically you don't need to pull AC power out together with this network cable. So one network cable and power up by the Poe injector from the core switch. Basically, for you can basically can do a network from the building inter building talk to each other already lah. Then lastly, actually this one it will be more extreme cases where let's say you need over 200 meter. So basically you need so the extended basically you can go maximum additional 175 meter. So once you extend over this limit of the 100 meter, the speed actually will drop from the gigabit drop back to a 10 meg lah. Just like our this one the extender switch lah. There's the CCTV switches one. So you actually can use like your switches, then you can power up from the injector. Then additionally you can just extend to your devices like your AP or maybe your camera to additional maximum up to 175 meter lah. Okay, so some of the use case, the idea actually, this one I get one inquiry recently from one dealer lah. So actually, that how they want to do like this street pole, the tiang lampu one, or the cameras, how they want to fix. So actually, they say, hey, I don't want to do fiber lah, I don't want. Then I want to tap the power from the Poe switch any. So this is how they deploy lah. So from the main switch there, the Poe switch, basically they extend out using the 1105 PD, and then from there basically they power up two camera on the tiang ni. So basically I no need to look for AC power. Basically I just use one, basically to become extender for my this switch. Then another use case actually you can you can use your imagination some more. Actually another use case, actually this one I got the idea actually from one dealer. Actually they got a hotel project. Right now the hotel having issue with the AP in the corridor. Because the corridor AP itself cannot penetrate until the room. So basically the next solution is they need to bring the AP into the room for the hotel. Because they got the budget, basically they can buy more AP. So basically what they do is from one AP in the corridor, basically he can bring to two rooms. Basically he can bring the AP inside the room. So then you don't need to lay new cable. Basically you don't need to pull a new cable directly from the main switch. So what you actually do is you can put the 1105 PD in the middle, basically on the original corridor place of the AP. Then from there we pull the new cable into the room only, and then fix the AP inside lah. So basically the old AP location or corridor itself basically can cover up to 4 rooms for inside the AP fixed inside the room lah. So VD get idea.
Wow, okay.
Well, VD you get the idea.
Get the idea what?
The hotel one.
What's the idea one?
The hotel one.
Oh, you mean the hotel range
For the hotel, let's say they need to fix more AP.
Fix more AP, which means you need to extend the G1105 PD, is it?
Actually, you can use the G1105 PD.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you got only one AP in the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
This one AP can cover 2 room or 4 room.
Mm-hmm.
But problem is your Wi-Fi cannot reach inside.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next solution is you need to put the AP inside the room. When you need to put AP inside the room, what you do? because if what I want the most extreme, you have to pull new cable from the room until the switcher, correct or not?
Yeah, but mostly
So how you want to save money?
how to save money?
How do you want to
I'm not
save
very
money?
sure. Maybe you just give your idea lah.
So instead of you pull new cable, the corridor location of the AP there, you can use the 1105 PD.
Mm-hmm.
You put your 1105 PD there.
Mm-hmm.
Then from the 1105 PD, you extend out into the room lah.
Okay.
So basically, you have power and data already, into the room. Basically, you can power up your AP inside the room with the 1105 PD.
Mm-hmm.
You get the idea.
No, I don't have the idea.
So
Because the
basically,
technical, I'm not really sure lah. But why? You ask for me.
basically you need to use your imagination based on this
Mm-hmm.
graph already. So let's say you need to fix more AP inside the room. Never mind, this one after I can update the one page just for you guys because we also don't get the idea.
I don't get the idea.
I put one more page
Mm-hmm.
to show another application for the hotel one lah. This is for the APs lah. So instead, let's say you want to extend more APs in the location, you need to fix more AP. Especially let's say you need to fix inside the room, right? You can use the 1105 PD, basically to extend out. Basically, instead of to power one AP, you can power up 2 or 3 APs additionally lah. Basically, it's the same idea as this diagram one. Just that we need to draw the devices out, then only people can understand lah. Okay, Winnie, going to end soon. Any more question? Better raise up fast already. Okay, coming model. So basically, this quarter, the fiber switch model is coming in lah. So actually, we did bring in a small batch of this one. Basically, this fiber port switch SFP switch lah. Basically, it's a 16 port SFP together with 8 port RJ45 lah. So this one all is 4 full gigabit lah. Same thing as well. This is a layer 3 switch. Then everything you can do a cloud manage with the device lah. Then by end of the year, so this one will be the future models. So here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So by end of the year, so maybe this one all will be by second half already lah. So coming soon the road, we have two 2.5G models coming in lah. One will be the normal 8 port and the one will be the PoE one lah. Then the next one actually we do have these two more switches will be the lower cost. Basically, we will produce web smart switches. This one we will see the demand. Then we will we will try to bring in the web smart switches lah. Then for the 48 port switch, so this one still in development. This one is a layer 2 48 port switch lah. It's a managed switch lah.
But the 48 port, I think you are out of stock until further notice, is it?
No, this one still in development.
Still.
So
it means still
arriving in third or fourth quarter lah.
I see. Which means it's still in production.
Still in development, not production.
Development. Oh my god. Okay.
So this one all is second half of the year already.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for this one, SX and the G57, actually this will be what we will produce as a core switch lah. So SX5308 is actually a 8 SFP plus lah. Basically, it's 8 SFP 10 gig switch lah. Then lastly, the last one at the bottom is basically 4 SFP plus. That means 10 gig SFP switch together with a 24 port SFP gigabit and then 8 RJ45 switch lah. So usually this will be this one basically we will try to build it like the core switch, the fiber core switch already lah. So this the end already. So any questions so far?
No. Okay. Raymond, they got a question. He asking about if currently my infra are using other brand, can we use the 1105 PD?
Yes, actually, this 1105 PD is an unmanaged device. So basically, you can just plug and play any lah. Or why not simple one? Just get from Mini the loan one you need. Just try it out. Actually, it's a plug and play device only. I think
Yes.
Mini it can talk with Raymond. Basically, see, you just loan him one. You let him try.
Can. No problem. Yeah, Raymond. Maybe we can be. I will try to call you.
Or Raymond, simple. Mini got the offer. Or can this one nearby, no issue one. Why not just try? Raymond, simple. Why not just try? You can extend two APs out. Then you can get my idea already on this. There's recently all this requirement from the hotels lah. Okay, Winnie, you can present your thing.
Yeah. Okay. For our today's special promotion, so if let's say you buy in 2 unit, the G1105 PD is only 170. It's 2 unit. Oh, okay. Only valid by today. And then if you want to, if you're interested or you want to purchase the switch, please contact to me or my sales team. So hurry up. There is a very limited stock. So Raymond, maybe you can buy 2 unit for try. So maybe Raymond got asking something lah. Why right?
Yeah, Raymond saw your this one.
Yeah.
You still can read because it actually power up your device. Your data will come back. All the thing lah. So let's say you got do a VLAN thing make sure you untag
Okay. So for my promotion is it's like that lah. So you buy 2 unit, you will get 170 only. It's very cheap price So anything question? Why? How about you? You got any need to announce?
No, this one all within your offer actually today is very big promotion.
Yes, it's very cheap price.
This is Chinese New Year promotion. So
Yes.
so this one need to buy to try actually very good price already because actually price already start to increase but we need today giving offer.
Yes, correct. So maybe to contact to me or my sales team lah. If let's say no questions, maybe I give the some information for our next webinar. The title will be in the introductions of the MicroTik router board. The date will be on 9th of February 2022, 11 a.m. So you can check our website. The website is under the category company, and the title will be on the Syncroweb Academy. So you can be registered through by email or you can be contact to me. So if you know any questions, we will be end up the webinar. And the video recorder datasheet will be emailed after the webinar. Or you have any sales inquiry, you can contact me or my team or email to sales@syncroweb.com. So once again, thank you for your joining us. Happy Lunar Chinese New Year, 恭喜发财, and stay safe and take care. Bye.
Happy New Year first everybody Happy Chinese New Year. So everybody stay healthy
Yeah, 恭喜发财. Bye.
Alright, thank you.